Hello everyone, welcome to another testing hot new makeup video. Today I have so many new makeup releases that I have been dying to try. I had to wait for everything to arrive in the mail before I could do this video. But I have the new Lawless Conceal the Deal foundation. I'm looking forward to trying the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer. Then from Sephora, I purchased this KVD Vegan Beauty Mod Con Liquid Gel Contour. I also have the new Benefit Pomade Brow Pomade in the shade 3. Also in that Sephora order was this Giorgio Armani lipstick. It is the new Lip Power Vivid Color Lipstick. I purchased the shade 503. I have one of the new Huda Beauty Wild Obsessions palettes. In my most recent purchase or pass video, I did mention that if I were going to purchase one of the new Obsessions palettes, it was going to be the Jaguar, which is the one that I got. Rounding out the products that I will be using in today's testing hot new makeup are the Persona Highlight Multi-Stick. I'm not even sure if this is out yet. I was sent this as PR and it is in the shade Gold. And then in one of my other recent videos, I think it was in my purchase or pass video, I asked if you would be interested in me trying Kylie Cosmetics, and it was sort of a 50-50 split. Some people said yes, some people said no, but I decided just to purchase one of her newly reformulated blushes. The pigmentation is supposed to be a lot better. The blendability is supposed to be better. It's now a vegan brand. So I purchased from Ulta the shade Baddie on the Block, which appears to be a sort of natural matte peachy pink. So I will be using this as well. I did apply a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream Light already. I've been letting that sink in for about a half an hour. And now I'm going to prep my lids with the P. Louise eyeshadow base. This is not new, so I'm just going to do this very quickly. Even though I'm going to be doing my foundation first, I still like to prime my eyes as one of my first steps. And don't worry, I will zoom you in. It's one of my personal pet peeves too, when people do makeup tutorials and they're so far away. Like, how are we supposed to see anything? Okay, hopefully I purchased this foundation in the correct shade. I'm using Sunlight, and all of the products and their shades will be listed and linked in the description box. I do like the packaging. This reminds me of the Chanel foundation. I can't think of the name right now, but it's in very similar packaging. This is great for travel. I do like a squeeze tube. That's nice. This foundation claims to be lightweight, long wearing, full coverage with a self-setting natural matte finish that feels fresh and weightless on the skin. It comes in 28 shades and is silicone and talc free. So for application of this foundation, the brand recommends a brush. They do sell a brush, but I have so many foundation brushes here. I was not going to purchase another one. And I typically, for those of you that watch my videos regularly, I love my Stands Out foundation sponge. I use that all the time. So what I'll do is I will apply this foundation with a brush on one side, and if I like the way it looks, I'll keep going that way. And if I don't, then I'll switch to my Stands Out sponge. So this is a first impressions. Normally with foundations, I don't like to do first impressions. I like to wear the foundation for several days before giving a true opinion. But what I will do with this, and it's what I did, I think, with my last testing hot new makeup video, is I updated you in my end of the month monthly favorites video. You know what? I didn't shake this up, and I always like to shake up my foundations before I use them. So I'm using a foundation brush from Flower Beauty that, from what I can see, looks a lot like the one that Lawless is selling. All right, here we go. Oh. It seems like it's a little light, but it's matching my neck. Maybe it's a good match. Okay, I gotta look closer. I can't believe how light this is. I'm really surprised. I tend to like a little bit of a darker foundation, even if it doesn't match my neck and body. I like to, well, a lot of times I self-tan my body and then I will apply foundation and just bring it down my neck. It's nice. It's very natural looking. It's not one of those foundations that spreads super easily, meaning that a little bit doesn't go a long way. I don't know if I would call it full coverage though. But then again, it's so much lighter than what I usually wear, so maybe it's just my eyes deceiving me because I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. It's not bad. I can definitely see it in my pores, and it's looking a little dry around my nose. Gosh, I can't get over how light it is. Okay, there are 28 shades in this range, and Sunlight is the 7th shade down, and it is described as a light medium with warm neutral undertones. I don't know about that. Well, this does bode well for those of you that are very, very fair and struggle to find a foundation light enough, because if this is what they consider light medium, then I wonder what they consider fair. And I also wonder what they consider ultra deep. I don't know. This is one that I would recommend seeing in store if you can, and not buying online like I did. I do have to say that I feel like it looks a lot better after patting it in a lot more. Let's move on to the concealer. I hope I did a better job with this. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer. This comes in 25 shades and retails for $29. I do like the doe foot applicator on this. I'm going to, oh boy. Oh my goodness. I'm usually so much better at picking concealer shades online. It's just the descriptions are so bad. Light skin with neutral undertones. What? Why does this look so... It's looking a lot lighter on camera, but in my mirror, it's like orange. What is going on? I'm gonna keep going. I do like that it has a little bit of a peachiness to it, because that tends to counteract the bluishness under the eyes, but this is not what I was expecting for a shade described as light with neutral undertones. Well, let's talk about the coverage. It is giving good coverage. It's just the wrong tone. Ugh. Oh, this is frustrating. This is very frustrating. I am not quite sure how I'm going to make this come together, but I assure you, it will. I like that a little bit does go a long way with this. It did cover up my dark circles, that it did, and it does look pretty smooth. It doesn't seem to be accentuating the lines I have under here. Okay. I'm just going to set my under eyes with a little bit of my Pat McGrath under eye blurring powder. All right, now let's go in and try the KVD Vegan Beauty Contour. Again, this was purchased online, so I could be in trouble with the shade. This is the packaging. It's very pretty. It looks very high end. I'm just doing one area at a time. Oh, okay. This is very nice. I like how easily this is blending out. I do wish it was a little bit more brown, like the Charlotte Tilbury. This seems to have a little bit of a reddish orangey tint to it, whereas the contour wand from Charlotte Tilbury is more of a neutral color. I love the formulation of the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. I just don't like the applicator. I gotta be really careful contouring my nose with a shade this dark. This may have been a bad idea. I'm gonna use my sponge and blend this out. I am feeling super pale, so I am going to warm up my face with a little bronzer. This is the Ilia Novelty Nightlight Bronzer. I just need some color. I often set my contour with bronzer anyway. Okay, I think that looks a little better. Now, let's move on to brows. Benefit used to have another brow pomade that I'm not seeing on the Sephora site anymore, so maybe this is the replacement. The packaging on that was kind of frustrating because it had the little brush on the top and it's hard to describe, but I can see why they got rid of that packaging and just went with a traditional pomade container like Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have the brush that you can get with it. Oh, what's this? This is weird. Oh, you know what? It might be to wipe off the excess. Do you see that pink sort of lip on here? By the way, this comes in 8 shades and retails for $20. This is a creamy feeling, waterproof, non-drying pomade that allows you to fill, sculpt, and define brows with natural looking depth and dimension. Take control of your brows with this full pigment pomade that glides on effortlessly to deliver powerful color that lasts for up to 36 hours. It pairs perfectly with Benefit dual-ended angled eyebrow brush sold separately, which ensures the perfect amount of pomade for the controlled, precise application. How to use. Dip the dual-ended angled brush into the jar and wipe off excess product on the built-in brush wiper. There we go. That's what I thought. I'm going to brush my brows up first. Oh, I do like this little brush wiper. That's pretty genius. I'm going to start with the arch. Oh, wait, I guess I didn't do a good job wiping off because that was not good. Now I usually use shade 3 in other Benefit brow products, but this is looking a little bit darker. But it is going on so easily. So far, I like it. I'm going to set the pomade with the 24-hour brow setter. Okay, now that the brows are done, I'm going to move on to my eyes and use this Jaguar Obsessions palette from Huda Beauty. What look am I going to do with this? I think I'm going to start with this middle shade right here and run that through the crease of my eye. Actually, I'm running it through the crease and a little bit onto my lid. That's a pretty color. It's like a dove gray. Isn't a dove gray a gray with a little bit of lavender to it? Maybe I'm wrong. And this brush I'm using is from Delium Tools. It's the 775 brush. What do I want to do next? I think I am going to take, let's do this sort of greenness. Greenness? Greenness shade. I don't know why I find that so funny. Okay. Composure. I'm just going to put my finger in here and press that on my lid. Ooh. Oh my. That is pretty. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Wow. When I tell you the camera is not capturing the gorgeousness of this shade, I'm telling you it is not capturing the gorgeousness of this shade. This is stunning. think just for fun, I'm gonna take a little bit of the gold as well. Look at this. That is so pretty. I'm gonna pop a little bit of that over the green. You guys, can you see this? Can you see what is happening? Watch, this will be the one that's sold out when I go to link it in the description box. This palette is so fun. Now I'm going to use this Sigma Precision Firm Blender E42, and I'm going to go into this darker brown. It's like a rich brown. It seems to have a hint of plum to it. And I'm going to pat that on my outer corners. And then take that first brush I used and blend it out. And don't worry about this right here. We're going to clean that up. The shade is beautiful too, and it's really soft and full color. Now I'm cleaning up this area using a pointed tip cotton swab and some eye makeup remover. Now I'm going to take my e.l.f. concealer sponge and just sort of touch up this area. And now using a flat shader brush, I'm going into this ivory shade. It's a matte ivory, but it's a little bit peachier than an ivory. It's a little bit darker. We'll see. This might be too dark for underneath my brow, but we'll see. No, it's fine. Typically, I like something a little bit brighter under my brow, but this is okay. What I'm going to do now is take a little bit of that first shade that we used and run that along my lower lash lines. And then I'm going in with the darker brown that we used on the outer corners and just running that along the lower lash line as well, but only on the outer portion. Just right here. And now I'm using a small angled brush and I'm going into the matte black. And I'm going to see how intense this is on a dry brush. Yeah, it's definitely intense enough to use on its own. You don't need to wet the brush. All right, I decided I do want a little bit more brightness under my brow. So I'm using this Jason Wu palette of mattes and going into this ivory shade and popping that under my brow. Do you see the difference between these two ivory shades? The one in this Huda Beauty palette is definitely a lot darker. So the eyes for the most part are done. I am going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara. All right, now it's time to try that Kylie Cosmetics blush called Baddie on the Block. It's definitely pigmented. I love the color. This is a really beautiful shade. Oh, I feel like I'm coming back to life. Remember I said this was all going to work out just fine, and I think it is. Okay, let's try now this Dream Stick from Persona Cosmetics. I have the little card that they sent with the package. It says that this is a sheer cream highlighting multi-stick infused with 24 karat gold flecks for anywhere you want to glow. No blending needed. Apply and pat into skin. Formulated with shea butter, squalane, and other skin-loving ingredients. Available August 26th. Exclusively on personacosmetics.com for $26. So it is out already. Okay, well, a big chunk came off with the plastic. That's not good. So now it looks like this. So I'm just going to run it here and pat it in. Oh, that's pretty. That is very pretty. Very natural looking. Oh, I like this a lot. Okay, they're forgiven for the plastic incident. This is so nice. And apparently it's for anywhere on the body. So you can put it on your collarbones, anywhere. That is really pretty. Really pretty. Well done, Persona. I can't say that I see any gold flecks in it, and I'm not sure that I want to. I do see gold flecks, as I was saying, from the eyeshadow. There is a little bit of glitter fallout there. I do feel like I need a little brightness on my inner corners. But since the eyes are so shimmery, I think I'm gonna keep the inner corner matte and just use that Jason Wu matte ivory again. Just right in here. All right, I'm really looking forward to trying this power lipstick, or lip power lipstick from Armani. It's supposed to be, if I remember correctly, a rosy pink shade. Very pretty packaging, as it should be, because it's Giorgio Armani. It's a very pretty rose pink. It feels very good. I like the pointed tip on this. It's a very pretty color. The formula feels so nice. So this lipstick formula comes in 38 shades and it retails for $38. The claims are that it is a long-wearing satin lipstick that delivers ultra vivid color in one swipe. That it did. I did a couple of swipes. That's just because I do that out of habit. All-day wear and comfort, and precision application with an innovative drop-shaped bullet. Drop-shaped. That's what I meant to say instead of pointed. Drop-shaped. Allows for ease of application and precise defined lines. No lip liner needed. I mean, they're not wrong, but I kind of want to use one. I'm just going to use my go-to NYX Lip Pencil in Natural. It's basically the exact same shade as this lipstick. Yeah, to me, lip liner just makes it look more finished. So I absolutely love how this all came out, with the exception of how the foundation looks. The shade Sunlight in the new Lawless Seal the Deal foundation actually ended up being okay, working out. It matches the rest of my body, so that's good. But I took a lot of photos in different light around my house. I have to say this foundation just does not look good on my skin. I'm going to keep playing with it, of course. I'm going to try it with some different primers. I'm going to try different methods of application. I just do not like the way it looks around my nose at all. It may look good under the lights, but this is not what I expect from full coverage. I want to look flawless, and I feel like I do when I wear foundations like Estee Lauder Double Wear or MAC Studio Fix Fluid, or heck, even my L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. I feel like I get a more perfected look. So as I mentioned earlier, I will definitely update you on this product when I do my September monthly beauty favorites and fails video. The concealer is going to be exchanged. I think it looks okay here, but in different light and with my own eyes, because I'm a makeup artist and I see different shades and tones, I think more than someone who is not trained in artistry. I also have a background in art, so it's not just makeup artistry, it's actual art and color theory, and this just looks a little bit orangey to me underneath the eyes, but the formula is very good. I like the consistency. I like the way it looks. So I am not going to return this. I'm just going to exchange it. So unfortunately with both of these products, I do recommend you checking them out in store. However, if that's not a possibility for you, continue to watch more videos. Perhaps someone received all the shades as PR. Hopefully watching this video will also help you to determine which shade you should purchase if you do have to purchase online like I did. Huda Beauty Wild Obsessions Jaguar palette. This is a winner for me. I love, love, love the way this looks. I did have a little bit of glitter fallout from the gold shade. Obviously I did not use all of the shades in this palette, but I did use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. I am absolutely going to continue to play around with this color story. I just really like these Obsessions palettes. There are a few that I find to not be as good of quality as the others, which is strange because you'd think they would all be the same formula. But I have to say, some of the mattes and other Obsessions palettes I have are a little bit more chalky and a little bit more difficult to blend. These were fantastic. Okay, the Kylie Cosmetics blush. This is a nice blush. It's a nice formula. This baddie on the block is a great color. I think it can be used with a lighter hand on more fair skin. It can be built up on deeper skin. I like that it's completely matte. The brow pomade from Benefit. This is nice. I like this. As I said during the demonstration, I think this is just the old product that they had repackaged, and this packaging is much better. I think the little brush swiper thing is genius, and I think shade 3 looks pretty good on me. It's a little bit warm, but then again, I have warm tones in my hair. The Lip Power lipstick from Armani. I love this. I hate that it's $38, so I will definitely look through my stash and see if I have anything that could be an alternative, an affordable alternative for those of you that just cannot or are not willing to spend $38 on a lipstick. Oh, I almost forgot about the KVD Liquid Contour. This is a nice product. I'm gonna try it again over another foundation. I feel like I was already in a bad space with the foundation, so I don't think this got a real fair chance. I do stand by what I said during the demo that this light medium is a little bit more reddish than I prefer, but I think it worked out. And then this highlighter from Persona is really beautiful. As I said also during the demo, I feel like it gave my cheekbones a lift. It's very natural and glowy and dewy and all that good stuff. So I think that covers everything. And that brings us to the end of another testing hot new makeup. If you enjoyed this video, as always, I really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I do try to upload new content at least twice per week. You can find more content on Instagram and TikTok, and I also post once in a while on Facebook. My username everywhere is Risa Does Makeup. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.